For generations, men and women of the United States Armed Forces have faced conflict on some of the most hostile battlefields on Earth. Some don't come home. Others will never be the same, scarred by the horror that is war. Often they return to a future that is uncertain and unrecognizable. And yet for some, coming home is the hardest part. Their stories remind us of the extraordinary price of freedom.
My name's Ray Dodd. I was in the United States Army. I joined in '05 and I got hurt in '06. They retired me in '08. I got hurt by an IED in Iraq in August of '06 and put me in the hospital for quite some time. And it was a horrible time in my life and I'll never forget it. But this organization has made me realize that I can go back into normal life and I can be happy. I mean, it's hard to even explain to people and stuff how you feel when you first come to these programs and how you feel when you leave them. And then how you feel 2 years down the road just from what you learned from them is amazing. I mean, it's a great experience. And I'll be here until the day I die in Jackson, Wyoming. I love it. And, you know, I'll always be there for my brothers.
My name is John Galley. I hail from northern Nevada, Reno, Carson City area. The experience that I've had here in Jackson Hole, Wyoming is second to none. I fully believe that every troop, every soldier, airman, corpsman, wingman, doesn't matter what they are, coastie, when they come back, they should come to Jackson. They should have this opportunity. You know, some of us have all sorts of different ailments. But when you come down here, like I said, it doesn't matter. You get to see what real American beauty stands for. And I thank you for that. From the bottom of my heart. I really do.
My name is Corporal Ryan Bombard, Ryan Bombard, and I was a rifleman in the United States Marine Corps. Unfortunately, in my battalion, we took a lot of casualties from IEDs, and while I was there, I was hit with 2 IEDs on separate days. I was 5 feet away from the first one. I was 10 feet away from the second one, and that caused me severe concussions, which later on down the road was diagnosed with, I was diagnosed with traumatic brain injuries. And coming out here, it's almost like the world just kind of slows down a little bit. And it's such a stress reliever when instead of having to talk about, you know, what's happened to me and, you know, comparing, you know, war stories with other veterans or other guys that are there, you know, it's, you know, nobody cares out here. It's just what are we doing today? You know, how are we going to make today the best possible day?
The wood carving, we're kind of using that as a healing process for them. Now, these guys are pretty far along in their healing process, but there are still some issues, and using the arts like this for that part of the process is so good. And then to bring them out to this kind of environment where you're just with nature, and I mean, it brings the arts right home to you, you know. So, and wow, Jackson Hole, this is the center of the world as far as the arts go, with the mountains and the nature. And I can really see these last few days that art has really helped them focus.
Since 2008, HonorVeterans.org has provided support and unique programs for returning veterans in a very special place. This selfless, compassionate group of volunteers are changing lives. Time spent in the healing embrace of nature with fellow soldiers, fueled by a collective desire to heal, provides a clear path forward in their journey that is recovery. Please join us at honorvets.org in giving back to those who have given so much.